I'm back today with book 16 in the Roxy Phillips Mini Books Make It in Minutes series that I'm doing. This one is called You Are. It shows a tag-shaped mini album with an accordion style binding. I've already done the prep work for this. To create the covers, you take two 4x6 inch pieces of chipboard and you trim the corners from one end to create the tag shape. And then I have cut two pieces of 5x7 inch pieces of scrapbook paper to cover the tags. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now I'm going to miter the edges of my paper, and I got this really neat tool called the Perfect Trim, and I bought it at perfecttrimruler.com, and I'm going to use that to trim Now that I have my covers covered, the next thing you do is create your pages. Using the cover as a template, you trace two tag shapes on coordinating scrapbook paper, and I'm just doing actually just plain cream paper, and then you cut the tag shape out of them. You also cut out coordinating paper for the inside of your book, doing the same process using the tag for shape, and then I just made mine a slight smaller so that you'd still see the front paper around the edges. And another thing you have to do to prepare is to make your accordion binding. And you cut one piece that's 8.5 by 4 inches, that, and then you score at every one and a quarter inch, and then at 3/4 inch increments, leaving 1 1/4 at the end of the strip. So you've got a wider flaps at the end. And I've already added my red line tape to the book, or to the accordion. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking some of that off to fold. And I've already added my tape to the end of the pages too. But the next thing I'm going to do is work on the covers just a tad. Now, to close this book, they added little circle discs with brads to wrap twine around. And instead of cutting mine from cardstock, I cut mine from grunge paper because it's indestructible and it'll hold up a lot better. And then I painted it a cream color to match. Now what I'm going to do is, I already punched a hole in the center of my grunge board, but I want to get a hole through the entire cover. So I'm going to line it up in the center, and using my piercing tool, punch a hole. And I picked out some brads that I liked, and the cover brad, or the front cover brad, is going to be the same size as my grunge board piece. So it's gonna cover that up, but I still just want that for extra support. And I'm also, if I can get this back out, I'm gonna add some tape to that so it sticks on the back of my brad. And there we go. And stick my brad through the hole. And there's the front cover with the cute little owl brad. Now I'm going to do the same for the back cover. What I'm going to do now is add the paper that covers the back. And that's why it was important to put the brad little discs in first, so that the paper covers the back side, of course. Now to finish putting the book together. Make sure I have the front. Alright, I'm going to take this tape off. And going to line it up at the back, or the bottom of the book, and then do the same for the other side. What I'll do. Whoa! Alright, so there is the book without the pages so far. And you could make this as many pages as you want, just increase the size of your accordion binding and just add them in. And now for the closure, I'm going to take some twine and tie a knot on the back. And then give myself some to wrap around. And here is just a cute little tag-shaped album, ready for pictures or journaling or just whatever. I think this would be really cute because it's a good size for Instagram photos. Thanks for watching Book 16.